Co. for part 2 of tonight's Facebook record sale. When you're on and watching, let me know. Part 2, we're finally doing a normal part 2 restart. We're at a normal kind of restart time. We've been going pretty late and then having to break, or sometimes not breaking at all, because we've had huge audiences watching. So thank y'all for who tunes in every time. And let me get this shared. Yes, we're going to have some of these in just a moment, so stand by. I'll let you know when they pop up, and we'll go from there. Let's see here. Let me get this shared in all the proper places. Let me refresh my feed and see if we're popped up. There we are. Group, let's share this in the group, part 2. Let me copy the link and get it shared and everywhere else. Let's see here. There's that. Hope we had a good break. I had some baked fish, rice, and broccoli with a bang and a Little Debbie, so it kind of balanced out. I've had fish and rice and broccoli, and then I went ahead and had some very bad but very tasty Little Debbie chocolate, one of those chocolate fudge squares. I could eat the entire box, and it's just incredible. When I was younger, I could wipe out some food. I mean, it was bad. You can ask my mom. I mean, I ate a lot of food. All right, let's see here. Wow, I'm just now seeing where everybody, Josh and Doug and Ed, everybody approves posts in the group. I'm just now seeing that. Coletco Record Show Drinking Words, Nightly Buzzword. Monday, Tanner or Seth. Tuesday, Pristine. I'm just now seeing that. I usually at night or early in the morning go through the group and look through all the posts that I didn't see, which is a lot sometimes. Steven says he still eats a lot. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're about to go back through tonight's selections. Kiss Alive 2, jamming now. I'm monitoring Chad. This is tough part 2. If it's too loud, you're too old. All right, so just as always, be sure you share the feed. I'm now just looking at comments for the first time. I've got my chat up. Lots of people want Temple the Dog. Here's how that's going to work. They're $59.99 here in a random moment. I'm about to show it. We've got 15 of them. It's all first come, first serve. Whoever's first, 15 names, that's who's going to get one. Just be on standby. It's going to be the normal thing. So if you're wanting to Temple the Dog, just be on standby. Will I get more in? I don't know. I've actually had these for a couple days. I've been trying to figure out what to do with them. It's not a cheap record right now. It's a 2LP remaster. I'll go ahead and let you know what it is. We'll show those in just a second. So if you want one, be on standby. Yes, there is no wait list, because I went back through the last time we got this record. It was a single LP. So this is a 2LP version with the etching. And last time we didn't have that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show that in just a moment. So be on standby. I was going to post it in the group, and I may still do that to get a new updated waiting list. But until then, just will you please put this somewhere before we drop it? I don't need it anymore. Let's go ahead and get our first auctions before I change out crates. Our first auction is going to be the Journey self-titled album. We usually put these up for auction. This is Journey self-titled. This is a nice copy. 1975, the OG Journey. This is a $20 start. $20 start on Journey self-titled. $20 start on that. That's the first auction of the night. Let's also put up a copy. We got lots more Japanese stuff to auction. Let's go ahead and put up this copy of Heart, Bad Animals, which I don't think we've had a Japanese pressing of before. Heart, Bad Animals. This is a near mint, pristine Japanese pressing of Heart, Bad Animals. Brent's at 25 on Journey. Near mint copy. Near mint copy of Heart, Bad Animals. There's that. Here's the lyric insert. And then there's the really nice cover. Almost no wear or discoloration or anything on that. Heart, Bad Animals. That's one that we don't get as often, especially on the Japanese presses. $35 buy or $35 start on that. Brent's at $25 on Journey. Let me lay these right over here for just a moment. All right, so we do have a couple Funkos and stuff to show at some point again tonight. Let me do some condensing on some crates and show you off tonight's newest new vinyl. If you missed all that, now's the chance to get caught up on that. Scott Fish is at $35 on Heart. Brent's at $25 on Journey. If you're wanting a Temple of the Dog, stand by. I'll show those in just a second. Actually, I can condense this crate with the other stuff. Yeah, now we just have one crate of new vinyl. We've sold a lot tonight. All right. Final call, Journey 25, Heart 35. Final call on that. Tonight's newest vinyl restocks. We've got Nirvana Unplugged. This is $36.99. Nirvana Unplugged, $36.99. Oasis, Definitely Maybe, is $38.99. Michael Nath is at $36 on Heart. Scott Fish, you're out. We got a lot of Scots watching tonight. Halloween Ends, original motion picture soundtrack by John Carpenter. This is an indie exclusive on pumpkin orange vinyl. Halloween is $29.99. Slayer, Rain in Blood, new and sealed, $36.99. Outcast, AT Aliens is $36.99. Korn, Follow the Leader, 2 LP of this, $36.99 for Korn, Follow the Leader. And The Black Crowes, Southern Harmony and Musical Companion, $48.99. So Scott, you're out on Heart. Let's go ahead and sell Brent Rabley Journey for $25. That's sold to Brent Rabley. Scott Fish is back in on Heart at $38. And we have Genesis, We Can't Dance. Grab these while you can. $42.99 for Genesis, We Can't Dance. No Son of Mine, Jesus He Knows. Hold On My Heart. That is $42.99. Michael Nath back in on Heart at $40. Genesis is $42. And Tom Petty, Full Moon Fever, $36.99 is etched 4. Yes, Temple of the Dog has an etched 4th side. All right, Electric Ladyland, Jimi Hendrix, 6 LP box set with Blu-ray. This is $129.99. $129.99. Oops, Temple of the Dog. Oh, we got some people. They're on the edge of their seat. Yeah, Tanner's like, let me get into position first. Okay. I hadn't showed it yet. Silverchair Live, $39.99. When we get a really desirable record, it's very difficult for us sometimes to even show it because we have to like be in battle stations to tag all these names and to get everybody on the wait list. Silverchair is $39.99. That was I've sold a lot of those this week and last week at the Cabaret Metro. Those are $39.99. I've still got these. I got another shipment. These are $39.99. Stephanie Harder wants Genesis. If you're holding out for an OG copy of this, good luck. I've never seen one. I don't know if there was even pressed on vinyl. Very difficult to get. Paul Bill wants a Silverchair. That is limited to 3,000. I've got 4 copies left. The Misfits Collection 2. Misfits Collection 2 is $28.99. And Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time, $36.99. All right, he's out on Heart. He being Michael, so Scott has that for $42, going twice, going 3 times. Tom Sullivan wants the other Genesis. Sell that to Tom Sullivan. Tesla moment. Oh, yeah. A lot of people may not remember that. One night when I used to be just on my phone, I walked by a Tesla record, and there was like chaos. It was absolute chaos. And ever since then, we have not forgot that moment. Because my rule is if I show something and I'm officially showing it, then you can buy it. But I walked by it and I really had never established that rule yet. And just people caught a glimpse of it. And then we had a Megadeth, the same thing. And what it was stuff I was going to auction. And it was just chaos. I mean, we almost had to shut down the feed. I think people were just... Brent Hall takes the Misfits. That's usually why the crazy stuff, we either get ready and in the moment to do it, or we auction it, and we give it plenty of time. Heart is sold to Scott Fish for $42, and the other Silverchair is Neon Ballroom. That's music on vinyl, $49.99. All right, let me grab 2 new auctions. Let me grab 2 new auctions. Probably everybody's like, uh-oh, he said, all right, something. He's probably about to grab it, but just a few more seconds. Tanner's about caught up, and then we'll get back to doing that. Let's auction off a rat. Anybody need any rats? And we're going to do another cool record here. It's nothing. It's kind of like Wild Cherry earlier. It's something that seems like a lot of people ask about, but we don't get them too often. I think I traded both the Tesla and Megadeth with you and Saturday back and watched that night. You probably did. Okay, Rat self-titled Japanese pressing. This is just like, the only thing negative I'll say about it is right here, the obi has a little bit of staining on it. A little bit of aging and foxing. There's the Japanese insert. Rat self-titled is a $65 start. The vinyl is near mint, pristine, Time Coast Communications, subsidiary of Atlantic. Cover's really nice. Does have the obi. And what's weird is the foxing is only on the obi, nothing on the cover. Rat self-titled Japanese pressing with obi, $65 start. And here's the other record I was talking about, which is Sly and the Family Stone's Greatest Hits. It's technically a repress on this black Epic label. It is in near mint condition though, super, super nice. I love this stuff here. Thank you. Want to take you higher, stand, everyday people, dance to the music, sing a simple song. That's a $15 start. Dio, this is the 2 LP. Holy Diver, new remaster remix on 2 LPs. That's $46.99. I've got 2 copies left of Maroon 5, Songs About Jane. It is $36.99. Prodigy, The Fat of the Land is $41.99. And Iron Maiden Killers. Iron Maiden Killers is $36.99. AC/DC, Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap. $31.99. Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap. Bubby Mercer wants a Maroon 5. 3 bids on Sly, 15, 15, 15, now 20. Rat, I'm looking for a $65 start. If that obi didn't have those stains on it, I feel like it would bring well over $100. But obi condition sometimes is just as important as the vinyl condition. Tillman Smoot on Iron Maiden Killers, but sometimes if you're okay with a couple stains, you get it at a great price. Sly's now at $25. Really nice copy. Jacob Smith also wants Iron Maiden Killers. That's the one we've been waiting to kind of come back in. Stephanie's at $30 on Sly. $65 start on Rat. $65 start on Rat. These are $59.99. I've got 15 copies to tag. $59.99. Temple. Oh, I've got it upside down. Temple of the Dog. $59.99. First 15 people gets one. $59.99. There's the moment some of you have been waiting for. 2 LP. I think it's about a $100 record right now. Fair market. There's multiple different versions. Fair market being when they go out of print. I've seen some listed and sold on Discogs for $50 and $60. When they are all gone, they're about $100. The last time we had one of these was a putback from an old order that didn't get paid for. I put it on Discogs for $99.99, and that was the single LP. That was the single LP version, and it sold immediately. This is the 2 LP remastered. The 4th side has that really cool etching. So here's what we're going to do. If you're not one of the first 15, this tells me that this is coming back into print. We could have some next week. We could have some next month. But what we'll do is we'll keep you on a wait list at $59.99 for the 2 LP. And if they ever come back in, if it's a long time from now, we'll message you and make sure you still want one. But if they come in like next week, we'll just automatically tag you for one. Some people's okay with having 2 or 3 copies because they're pricey. This is Temple the Dog. I'm sure we're far sold out of them, but this is Chris Cornell, Eddie Vedder, members of Pearl Jam. It was I consider it a super group, but the huge song on here is Hunger Strikes, Say Hello to Heaven, Call Me a Dog, great stuff. I hope you already know what that is, but that's just so hard to get. The original pressings of that are a fortune, and they don't come through too often. All right, let me go back up to the top and see where we're at. We got Jacob Smith of Iron Maiden. Brent Hall was at 28 on Sly. Then we had 30. Monica, Maroon 5 is $36.99. I have 1 copy left. Alex is 30 on Sly. Okay, Temple the Dog. Number 1, Cameron Nance. C. Michael Nath, number 2. Alex is at 35 on Sly. Scott Fish, number 3. Jeff McMaster, number 4. Craig, number 5. Brent says he'll take 1, and he wants on the wait list for 2 more whenever they come back in. Belinda is number 7. Brian, number 8. Paul, number 9. Kevin Jordan, number 10. Stephen Total, number 11. Scott Smith, number 12. Marty Ellis, number 3. Joe Gabriel, number 4. 14. And Robert Johnson, number 15. That's the order that I see there. I'll read off whoever's next for the waiting list in just a second. Let's see if Monica Harris, let me know if you want Maroon 5. If not, Chris Kirkley wants it. If you don't want that, Monica, Chris Kirkley. And if she takes that one, Chris, I'll put you on a waiting list. So what was the last name I stopped at? Robert Johnson? Yeah, Robert Johnson was number 15. And then the following people, we're going to put you on a waiting list. Let me know if you don't want on there. And that's whenever they come back in. Like I said, next week, next month, 3 months from now, it'll be the 2LP version for $59.99. That's Chris Ohl, Jacob Smith, Chris Kirkley, Eric Self, Dwayne Sevilla, Brent Hall, Sean Foxbauer, Dwayne again, so that's a repeat. UJ Miller, Stephanie's at 38 on Sly, Brian's at 40. Also Kevin Kubina, Alex Roman, and Monica does want Maroon 5. So we're going to sell that one, Chris, to Monica. That's a new restock. They're available, so I'll get another 5. I'll probably go ahead and order like 10 copies of this. If anybody else wants a Maroon 5, this was not available for a long time. So, okay. There's the list for Temple Dogs. Sorry if you didn't get one. We only got 15. There's no telling how many of these I got back ordered. It's always a heavily allocated record. All this 90s grunge stuff. If they're not pressing thousands and thousands of them, weekly probably, then they're not making enough of them. The demand for this is unreal. Same thing with all those Alice in Chains albums that they're still waiting to repress. Facelift, Jar of Flies, Unplugged. Some of the Soundgarden albums like Down on the Upside and their early stuff that hadn't been pressed in forever. Huge waiting list for that. So there's that. And those are all sold, and we got everybody else down the waiting list. Sometimes stuff like that, we get another shipment immediately. But what's weird is there's 2 versions of this in print. There's a 2LP and a 1LP. The 2LP is this one. The last time we got some, and we have a waiting list already for like this, and that was huge for, the single LP. Okay, we're going to go ahead and sell Ryan Anderson, the Rat, for $65. No one else bid. Ryan, if you want that for $65, it's yours. Or never mind, Armor Lozelle said Rat price. No one had bid on this. Actually, Ryan didn't either. He put Rat, but I'm assuming he wanted to bid $65. This is at $65. I'm going to maybe give it a few more seconds then. But Ryan, I was assuming you were bidding. You may have just been asking about it. That's a $65 start. And I may have missed something in between all that chaos. I'm not for sure. Okay, we also need to update Sly and the Family Stone. We got Brian Hummel at $40. Brian Hummel's at $40 on that. Going once, going twice to him. Okay, next is Sherry Darnell wants Dirty Deeds. Greg Rogers wants the Dio Holy Diver. The 2LP remaster. That's sold to Greg Rogers. And one more time, this is the only thing left from our newest new vinyl selection tonight. We have Nirvana Unplugged. Man, when these all get gone, same thing. But I think they're really pushing these out because there's always a huge demand for them. But that's $36.99. When those get gone, same thing. Oasis, $38.99. Halloween was $29.99. Slayer, $36.99. Outkast is $36.99. Korn is $36.99. Black Crowes is $48.99. Tom Petty, $36.99. Electric Ladyland, $129. We got 4 silver chairs left for $39.99. Yes, Michael, I've seen your test comment. But you were probably about 12th, but I've seen your test comment. Iron Maiden, $36.99. $36.99, 2 copies of Somewhere in Time left. This silver chair was $49, and Prodigy is $41. Arm Lazelle's at $66 on Rat. I think we are done on Sly and the Family Stone. Sell that to Brian for $40. Greg Rogers wants Nirvana Unplugged because Stephanie said out. Brian Hummel. Brian Hummel on Sly for $40. Greg Rogers wants Nirvana. Rad is now at 68. Outcast is AT Aliens. AT Aliens. It is $36.99. We had some other DOs that were put back a moment ago. That was DO Angry Machines. It's $31.99. And DO Killing the Dragon. That is $36.99. $36.99 for DO and $31.99 for DO. All right. Jacob Smith wants the... Yes, $59.99 on TOTD. Jacob Smith, good decision there. I try to always keep these in stock. I think I've got one more on the shelf. No, I don't. I have another box set, and I think there's at least 2 people who's been buying a lot of Clapton stuff this week. I hope I stickered it. There's actually a new Clapton box set that came out this week, and it's been put up here on our shelf all week, and I keep forgetting to show it. And it's right here. It is. Yes, he did. This is $259.99. This was a new release for this week. Eric Clapton, The Complete Reprise Studio Albums, Volume 2. This is the stuff that's a little bit tougher to get. Reptile, Me and Mr. Johnson. Reptile, I don't think is in print by itself. Back Home, then Clapton, and then Rarities, 2001 to 2010. This is a limited edition box set, 5 classic studio albums on 180-gram vinyl. Reptile, Me and Mr. Johnson, Sessions for Robert J., Back Home, and Clapton. Plus the new previously unreleased compilation, Rarities, 2001 to 2010. Includes rare B-sides and bonus tracks. Mastered by Bob Ludwig, lacquer's cut by Chris Bellman at Bernie Grundman Mastering. That is a new release for this week. $259.99. Eric Clapton, The Complete Reprise Studio Albums, Volume 2. $259.99. And I know we've had a couple people been grabbing all those Japanese Clapton albums. The stuff on that is pretty tough to get as a standalone. Arm Lazelle's at 70 on Ryan's out, so that's going once, going twice. Time for a new crate. Let me go ahead and put up some of the new stuff for tonight. I was going to go through some of the very first new vintage stuff for tonight that we had tonight, and let me find where I've done with that. I think most of it's in here or here. Let me figure out what I've done with that. Maybe in here. It's wherever all the check condition stuff is. We have that Talking Heads box set. Maybe right here. Yeah, just a little bit in this one. Let me put that in here. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Ken Highstand on Tom Petty. Ken, are you a first-time buyer? If so, welcome, and I will tag you for a Tom Petty Full Moon Fever for $36.99. That was our last copy in this bin. So that is sold to him for $36.99. Ken, if you're a first-time buyer, let me know, and I'll give you new buyer instructions. And also, Arm Lazelle gets Rat for $70. Rat self-titled, their debut release. Where are you on the Warrant, Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich? They're all gone. We have a waiting list. If anybody doesn't pay or anybody cancels, but I think everybody's paid. Most of those have already shipped. We are pretty much awaiting the announcement for either a repress or a new variant, because right now those are all gone. Ken, if you're a first-time buyer, thank you and welcome. Make sure you message our page. Make sure you message our page with your information. We need a mailing address and an email address. Make sure you message our page. Chris Kirkley takes the Clapton box set. Good decision. Next is Rush, All the World's a Stage. This is about a VG Plus to EX copy. Rush, All the World's a Stage, VG Plus to EX. Also a VG Plus cover. This is a $20 start. This is a US OG. Rush, All the World's a Stage. This one is about a VG Plus copy. Also about a VG Plus cover. I'm going to go ahead and take the disc out so we can keep them behind the jacket. But you saw disc 1 there. Here's disc 2. Has some kind of unusual scuffing right here. But overall, about a VG Plus. It exists, and you can play it. It's not a perfect copy like some we've auctioned off this week. But if you don't have that one, it's a good start. $20 start on that. Next Play Records is at $20. Chris Kirkley wants the Clapton box set. I'm glad I finally remembered to show that. And that's sold to Chris Kirkley. All right, so here is a recap of some of the new vintage stuff from the night. It's all buy it now. If you want to make a fair offer, I'm going to sell it to you. Keep in mind, they're new arrivals. I'm not going to start doing half off or anything like that. Plus, I literally just drove 1,000 miles round trip to get them. So I'm not really in any hurry to start discounting stuff. But if there's something there and you want, for a few dollars apart, I'll probably go ahead and sell it to you. Next, Japanese auction. This is another Japanese title. Also one in maybe some Beatles collections that there's a gap, and that's Hey Jude. Nice, pristine Japanese copy of the Beatles' Hey Jude. Vinyl is near mint, as in really, really nice, unplayed. There's the Japanese insert, and this is also a killer cover. Probably one of my favorite shot of the Beatles. Lennon's covered up there by the Obi, but UK flag, or that's a US flag series. Hey Jude is a $55 start. Do I have Volume 1? Maybe next week. I do have Volume 1. Don't I have a big Clapton box set up there? We got some kind of Clapton box set. Don't mention it. I'll end up selling it to you. This is the Now Sounds VG Plus, $9.99. The Sting soundtrack is a VG Plus, $14.99. Aerosmith Rocks is a VG copy, $12.99. And we have Moody Blues Octave. Moody Blues Octave, VG Plus, $9.99. Alan Parsons Project Eve, VG Plus, $14.99. Queen, the game's still available. VG Plus, $24.99. VG Plus, $24.99. Original inner sleeve, too. Not a bad VG Plus. This is probably one of those VG Plus. When you play it, it's going to sound better than that. Yeah, here's Eric Clapton. Uh-oh, Chris. Volume 1. The Definite Remasters, limited edition box set, 6 classic studio albums pressed on 180-gram vinyl. Money and Cigarettes, Behind the Sun, August, Journeyman, From the Cradle, and Pilgrim. Now, those last 3, not too easy to find OGs of. Plus the new previously unreleased rarities, 83 to 98. Also Bob Ludwig, Chris Bellman. This one's $299.99. Boy, that's heavy. Oh my gosh. We're shipping that for $7. If I'd have shipped that by itself, that's going to cost what? 20, 25 bucks. Keep in mind, man, that's a heavy box set. Robert Johnson on Aerosmith, sold to Robert Johnson. Rush is a VG Plus all the way around. Rush is a VG Plus all the way around. VG Plus cover, VG Plus, and then VG Plus vinyl. High bid is Eric at $27. And Robert Johnson got Aerosmith. High bid on the Beatles is at $55 with Brian C. Going twice, going 3 times. Hey Jude, Debbie's at $30 on Rush. Whitesnake, Come and Get It. VG Plus $39.99. Styx Equinox is a VG Plus $14.99. The Jacksons Triumph, VG $12.99. And the J. Giles Band Love Stinks, EX $17.99. We had a copy of Journeyman not too long ago, but we put it up for auction. And then I've only had one copy of Pilgrim, and that was from the Birmingham collection, Kevin Cave of Rock, and it was a couple $100, I'm pretty sure. Pace myself, Volume 1 next week. Okay, all right. It'll probably be here. Even if we sell it, I think I can still get it, but I have a feeling it'll be here for you next week. All right, 30, 30, 32. Robert Johnson wants Styx. That was Equinox, sold to Robert Johnson. Rush, 35, 35, right out of the cellar, Obi. We've already auctioned that, I think. Yes, we've already auctioned that. Whitesnake. We have Blood, Sweat, and Tears 3. VG copy, $9.99. Kansas Leftoverture is a VG copy, $9.99. Steve Miller Band, Book of Dreams, VG Plus, $14.99. On Golden Pond, this is $14.99. Soundtrack, music, and original dialogue. Fleetwood Mac, Tango in the Night, a VG copy, $24.99. Just not one a little bit later in their catalog, 87. We don't see as often. This is the Westwood One Radio Network's Talking Heads concert, $199.99. Superstar Concert Series, very cool. From Westwood One, that's $199.99. Talking Heads. Kansas Monolith is $19.99. Al Stewart 24 Carats was $14.99. And Cheryl Ladd was $19.99. Styx, we're getting into the near mint stuff now. Pieces of 8, $19.99. Super, super nice. Styx Pieces of 8. And Jackson Browne. I can't believe no one got this earlier. It's near mint, $14.99 with the original lyric insert and booklet. $14.99 on that. Styx Caught in the Act is $34.99. Near mint copy. This one looks unplayed. So nice. It doesn't even look like U.S. vinyl. It looks like that sheen that the Japanese pressings have. But it's a U.S. $34.99 on that. All right, let's go ahead and sell. I could have done that a while back. Brian C., you get the coveted Hey Jude for $55. I didn't even really tell everybody what that is. I feel like I have to every time, but that's the unreleased Beatles songs that weren't on albums. Really big hits, though. So if you missed that, I'm sorry, but I may have another one soon. Rush 37, Rush 37, Rush 40, Rush 42. John Porter wants sticks, pieces of 8. So did John Porter. Let's get our next auction. Let's make it a Japanese. Here's what I have in the Japanese bin. I have the following records. Kiss Destroyer, Kiss Alive 2. No Obies on either one. Elton John's Greatest Hits Volume 2. Steve Miller Band. Men at Work Cargo. Michael Schenker Group. Bob Seger. Kansas. Foreigner. Duran Duran. Led Zeppelin. Asia. John Lennon. Beatles. Crosby, Stills and Nash. Elton John. David Bowie. Fleetwood Mac. Dokken. Another Aerosmith Toys in the Attic. And Fleetwood Mac Bare Trees. Let's do Fleetwood Mac Bare Trees. Mike Langford's at 42 on Rush. This is a VG Plus copy of Rush, All the World's a Stage. Now we have Fleetwood Mac Bare Trees. I don't recall ever having a Japanese pressing of this. This is a really nice copy too. Fleetwood Mac Bare Trees. Near mint pristine. Fleetwood Mac Bare Trees. This should be, let me see if I can get a lineup on the band here. See if I can read anything in English. There's it's in English, the lyrics. I can't remember. This is 72 Fleetwood Mac. This is a $45 start. So nice. Beautiful cover. Obi's nice. No damage to the cover. Lyric insert, Japanese lyric insert, and near mint vinyl. That's a $45 start. I'll do Kansas and Bowie next. All right. ZZ Top Afterburner is $24.99. Wishbone Ash, there's the rub. $19.99 for Wishbone Ash. Yes, 90125. Nice copy, as in near mint. Original lyric insert. Owner of a Lonely Heart. $19.99. There's a couple other good songs in there too. Changes. It Can Happen. The whole thing. Leave It. That's a good one. $19.99. Different sound of yes. Diana Ross, Diana, $9.99. Mountain, Go For Your Life. That is $19.99. And Robert Palmer, Riptide. It's $19.99. Kenny Loggins and High Adventure, $9.99. The Cars, Heartbeat City, $34.99. We've got 38 Special, Wild Eyed Southern Boys. Which one does this have? Hold On Loosely and Fantasy Girl. Those are both great songs. $24.99. And we've got Slade, Keep Your Hands Off My Power Supply. Slade is $19.99. Okay. High bid on Rush. Eric Norwegian is at $46. And Michael Nath is at $45 on Fleetwood Mac. $45 and $46. No other bidders on Fleetwood Mac, so I'm going to say going once, going twice. Leo Sayer, Just a Boy, $9.99. Whitesnake, Live in the Heart of the City, $44.99. Like I said, this is a recap of some of tonight's new vintage stuff. It's all sticker price, but like I said, if we're a few dollars, go ahead and let me know, and I may go ahead and sell it to you. Little River Band, Backstage Pass, $19.99. Little River Band, like Wolves Council just offered $17 for Mountain. I'm going to go ahead and sell that to him. Sell that to him for $17, Wolves Council. Did you ever sell Jade Warrior? I still have Jade Warrior. I don't know if it's in this crate. It may have been one of the others. Rush is Arm Lazelle's out. Mike's at 44. Debbie's at 47. Fleetwood Mac, final call to Michael Knapp, as in 15-second warning. America, $9.99. We have Joe L., $19.99 for Joe L. And the Jones Girls, it's $19.99. Claymore, Fleetwood Mac, $20. Sold. Also, I keep in mind when you're making offers, is it a check condition? Is it a title that normally I can't believe hadn't already sold? This is a title that normally would sell instantly, but it's lower grade, so I'm a little bit more flexible on it. Sell that for $20. Wolves Council got Mountain for $17. And Brent Hall said $16 on Robert Palmer. I think that was Riptide, right? Let me pull that for him. Was that what let me make sure here. RP. Let me know if that's what that was. I think it was this one right here, Riptide. Yeah, sell that to Brent Hall. Susie Breedlove on America. Sell that to Susie. Tim Holloway, you were second. Eric's out on Rush. It looks like it's between Mike and Debbie. Debbie's at $47. Let's go ahead and sell Michael Nath, Fleetwood Mac. Michael, can't believe no one else bid on that. That sold you for $45. We had a request for David Bowie, Let's Dance, and also Kansas. We'll do David Bowie first. This is David Bowie, Let's Dance. And I always mention, in case you didn't know, guitarist on this is the legendary Stevie Ray Vaughan. Stevie Ray Vaughan. I guess some people say maybe David Bowie kind of kick-started his career. I think this is a $45 start. Let's Dance. As you can expect, it's a near mint pristine. Japanese pressing, David Bowie, Let's Dance. This also has the Japanese insert, and it has this other. This is the inner sleeve. That's the inner sleeve. And David Bowie, Let's Dance, has the obi. Very nice. That is a $45 start. Top copy of that Japanese press. Very cool. David Bowie obi on it as well. All right. Mike Langford's also out on Rush. Debbie Blair has it for $47. That's going once, going twice. Michael Church is next on Jackson Brown. He said $15. Yeah, that's the sticker on that one. I'll go ahead and sell it to you. That is sold to Michael Church. That sticker $14.99. Wolves Council, I'll sell you the Diana Ross for $8 if you want it. And Derek, I will put Aerosmith in the queue for next. Final call on Rush for $47. The Blues Brothers original soundtrack, $24.99. We have Focus live at the Rainbow, $19.99 for Focus. Live Hotels, Motels, and Roadshows soundtrack. This is $34.99. Is it a soundtrack or just a... No, it's just a compilation. But artists such as Allman Brothers, Greg Allman, Richard Betts, lots of Southern Rock, Dixie Dregs, Marshall Tucker Band, Sea Level, Stillwater, Wet Willie, $34.99. All right, Debbie, you get the Rush at Worlds, all the Worlds of Stage for $47. Looking for a $45 start on Bowie, Let's Dance. I'm putting it over here in Q1. And next was the requested Kansas. Let me do that. Audio Visions. Very nice copy. This is Michael Nath is in on the Bowie at $45. Kansas is going to be a $35 start. Kansas is a $35 start. Perfect. We don't have any notes on that one. There's the original inner sleeve, and then there's the Japanese insert. Everything on this is nice. No foxing, no aging spots or anything like that on this. Strong cover, corners, obi, 35 on Kansas. 35 on Kansas. All righty. Michael's at 45 on Bowie. Sherry Darnell wants the Hotels, Motels. Good call there. Extended range processing. I think that means this is an audiophile pressing. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but the Joe Sample Caramel is a audiophile pressing. $24.99. $8. Weather Report was $24.99. $8.30. Weather Report. MF Horn 2, Maynard Ferguson. We had a lot of Maynard Ferguson. $19.99 on that. Brent's at 35 on Kansas. Humble Pie Thunderbox, $26.99. Ed, do you usually go 8:40 home? I just got a notification about 8:40 being shut down due to an emergency situation. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't go. It sounds like it's shut down for some reason. Willie Nelson, Stardust is $14.99. And we've got Chick Corea, Touchstone, $14.99. And we have Midnight Star, Planetary Invasion. This is $14.99. Okay, Brent's at 35 on Kansas. He put WR18, Weather Report. Sell that to Brent Rabley for $18. Joe Sloop is at 36 on Kansas. Final call on the Bowie at $45. And Michael, I will take 15 for Slade. We're a little bit too far apart on White Snake. And Tom Steyer, I will sell you Midnight Star for $9.99. Sell that to Tom Steyer. Okay, Austin wants Jade Warrior. It was a red crate. He said he'll take it for $19.99. I think I can find that pretty quick. That's one of the next crates I was going to go through anyway. Right here, Jade Warrior. Last time I had like most of the discography a long time ago, and I sold it in a big lot on eBay, but that was a long time ago. Jade Warrior, that sold to Austin. Is Austin a first-time buyer with us? Austin Kokel. We just sent you a message, Austin. Thank you and welcome. Make sure you message our page. We just sent you a message, but we invoice on Monday. We do $7 in limited shipping. As much as you want to buy. We're having a show tonight for about another hour, and then we'll be live again tomorrow, Saturday, for the last show of the week. I'm also buying a collection tomorrow, hopefully. Sundays, we don't do shows. That's the day of rest, and we usually go out, and I try to buy stuff on Sundays if I can, or travel, and then we have shows 5 or 6 nights a week. So thank you. That's so to you. Next comment, Brent's out on Kansas, or excuse me. Yeah, he's out on Kansas. Joe Sloop has Kansas for 36, going twice, going 3 times. I'm going to go ahead and sell David Bowie to Michael Nath for $45. Michael, that's so to you. Final call on Kansas at 36. We've already tagged that. Michael Mofield's going to get the Slade. That's sold to Michael Mofield for 15. And let's sell Tim Holloway, the Blues Brothers, for $19.99. I'm going to read through these titles one more time before I retire these. Retire as in they're going to go to the back part of the store and get put in a bin. And the next time you see them will probably, hopefully, be in about 6 months when we're running through them again. And they'll be on sale again. Or there'll be more on sale. Right now, they're a sticker price or a very fair offer. It really just depends on the title. So here's what's left. Final call on Kansas. Chick Corea, Willie Nelson, Humble Pie, Maynard Ferguson, Joe Sample, Focus, Jones Girls, Joe L., Little River Band, White Snake. Yeah, my best price on this tonight would be $40. I have a feeling if I would have put it up for auction, as nice as this is, that's what it would have brought anyway. I mean, it's a really nice copy. So if anybody wants that, I have it 44. I'll do 40 on that. Leo Sayer, 38 Special, The Cars, Kenny Loggins, Yes, Wishbone Ash, ZZ Top, Styx, Cheryl Ladd, Al Stewart, Kansas, the Talking Heads concert. I may have to put that on Discogs or eBay. On Golden Pond, Steve Miller Band, Kansas, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Jay Giles, Jacksons, White Snake, Queen. Somebody made an offer. Calvin did on that during part 1. I don't know if you're still watching, Calvin. Queen, Alan Parsons, Moody Blues, The Sting, and the Now Sounds comp. Kansas is sold to Joe Sloop for $36. Awesome pressing of that. Let me see what else I got over here in my bin. I got another 200 gram Rush. This will be the last 200 gram Rush album from these purchases. We just got the 180 grams back in stock, but the 200 gram, like I said, I listened to this one as well. Man, the Spirit of Radio is awesome on this. It is just sounds amazing. That's a $65 start. That is the now out of print 200 gram remaster Rush Permanent Wave. $65 start. It will blow you away. Stephen Tuttle, or no, who asked that? Is it Chris or Stephen? Chris Kirkley. If you're buying both of the Clapton box sets tonight, you've already bought one. If you're buying this one too, I'll discount together $20 off, and that will buy you both box sets tonight. If not, next week, I'll say this one for $280. So you can buy both of them tonight. I'll go ahead and do that, or if you need to wait, and I'll go ahead and we can just set this aside next week for you for $280. You just let me know. It'd be best if we shipped them together. It would be better for us so we can save on shipping. One box. It will definitely weigh a lot more. I think Doug can get those in one box. Either way, if anything, labor time, he could ship those together. Marco V, I'm going to sell you the comp for $8. Which Maynard? The Maynard Ferguson was MF Horn 2, $19.99. MF Horn 2. And Michael Mofield, Yes, was $19.99. Yes was $19.99. And the second White Snake was called Come and Get It. Come and Get It. That's a VG Plus $39.99. White Snake, Come and Get It. VG Plus $39.99. So Chris, just let me know what you want to do on that. Rush is a $65 start. Next Japanese auction. I can't remember what was requested, but I'm going to go ahead and do the other Aerosmith Toys in the Attic. This one I'm probably going to call EX. We sold the other one earlier. Let me take a look at this one. Yeah, this one's about EX. It has a scuff here. The other one was absolutely pristine, and it had the poster with it. We had a war over that one. This is in a Japanese grade, probably closer to EX. Probably closer to an EX on that. Let's go. Let's start this one at $45. I think the last one sold for, we started at 55 and it brought almost 90. This one just has one Japanese insert. There's the original inner sleeve. No poster and no additional insert. Nice cover though. Still has the Obi. $45 start on this one. The other one was really nice. This one's a little bit less money. Still a nice copy. Japanese quality EX is going to be nice. If y'all have already keyed in one Clapton, just key this one in for $280. Also down for Chris Kirkley. Thank you, Chris. You got some. Okay, so it's pretty much $20 off. You can do that first one sticker and then do that one for $280. However you want to do $20 off for Chris. Thank you. I don't know how Doug will ship those. Hopefully together. Might need to leave him a note. Scott said he would give 70 for both white snakes. I think I had a 32 offer earlier on this one. And then I said 40 on that one. I'll go ahead and do those both to Scott Sneed for $70. Brent's at 50 on Aerosmith, now 45, now 55. Do you have a Japanese back from the East? Beast from the East. I do not. I do have a copy of Tooth and Nail, which is something that's not in print. I'll get that shown in just a second. All right, I've been through these 3 times tonight. I'm putting them away. We're going to grab a new crate and do the same thing. I also have a crate of $9.99 on sale if anybody wants to see that. And final call at Rush for a $65 start. Final call on Rush for a $65 start. Let's go through this crate right here. This is new vintage arrivals from tonight. And then we might do that on sale crate. I've got a crate of everything. It's $10, $9.99. We'll do that in just a second. Aerosmith is now at $56. Final call on Rush before I make it a buy it now. Air horn for Chris Kirkley. I guess that was more than, or was it? It is close. Was that more than 500? Does that count? It's 2 separate items though. I think it has to be one item for more than $500. That's not air horn. That does not qualify for the air horn. I just checked the rule book. Page 16. It has to be a single item for more than $500. Yes. Scott Smith on the White Snake. Is that what I said? Take it. Brent, enjoy. Where are we at? Brent Hall. Okay, I thought Brent was talking to himself. Brent Hall has toys for $56. Everything in here, new arrivals. The best of Chuck Mangione, $14.99. I've never seen that before. It looks just like the Rod Stewart compilation because they were both on Mercury. If y'all have seen those before, that's the best of Chuck Mangione. Manhattan Transfer Live, $9.99. We have Jazz Gala Concert. That is $14.99. Kenny Rogers MoFi, $74.99. I don't know if Preston Denny's still watching. Preston said he would be interested in a discount. You said Scott Sneed. My bad. Boy, y'all Scots are messing me up. Kenny Rogers MoFi pressing is $74.99. We have Billy Joel's Songs from the Attic. This is a top copy, $14.99. All right, Aerosmith Toys in the Attic sold to Brent Hall for $56. Rush is a $65 buy it now. If it doesn't sell, I'll keep it in the meantime. 200 gram on Rush Permanent Wave, $65 buy it now on that. Next auctions, we're going to put up, let's do that Dockin I was just talking about. Dockin Tooth and Nail, and we'll also, what do I got left over here in the OG bin? Thin Lizzy Live, Gold Stamp promo maybe. Let's do that one. Thin Lizzy Live, 2 LP, specially priced, 2 record set. Gold Stamp promo, this is nice. Thin Lizzy Live. Let's see what some of the tracks are. Do I even have this? Thunder and Lightning, Waiting for an Alibi, Jailbreak, Renegade, Got to Give It Up, Angel of Death, Boys Are Back in Town, Killer on the Loose, Emerald, Black Rose, The Rocker. Man, they were good. I wish Phil Lynott was still alive so I could see Thin Lizzy, but that's a band I'll never be able to see. And I don't know how the other lineup went, but I know they had some killer people in that band. I don't know how the history of the other band. I know Phil Lynott is no longer with us. That's a $25 start. That's a Gold Stamp promo. It is extremely nice. And then Dockin Tooth and Nail. Dockin Tooth and Nail, Japanese pressing. The top of the Obi is a little bit faded right here. That's about the only thing wrong with it. This is a really nice copy of Dockin Tooth and Nail. Japanese press. This is a Dockin album. Well, a lot of the Dockin stuff is not in print, especially this one. I don't think they've repressed Tooth and Nail as a standalone. I'm waiting for somebody like Friday Music or Cleopatra to do it. Probably Friday Music if anybody does it, but it's been a while. Maybe a few years or longer. This is a $65 start on Docking, Tooth and Nail. $65 start on that. Michael Nath is at $25 on Thin Lizzy, and Stephanie Harder takes the Rush for $65. All of the Rush, I think that's it. All the 200 gram, all the remasters, all of the OG from these two collections, I think they're all gone. I'm not for sure, but I think they're all gone. I got to go get some more. Yeah, I hope I can pick up some in the next couple days on these trips. So, Greg is at 30 on Thin Lizzy, looking for a $65 start on Docking. Did you get the Docking box set? I don't think they've came out yet, Jerry. I don't think they've came out yet. The street date on the Docking box set, let's see. We got Pink Floyd Live, Pink Floyd box set, Lynch Mob, the new U2. They've also reissuing Cult, the Cult Love. Make sure you're in on that. I ordered 100 of those. The Cult Love, red vinyl. That hadn't been repressed in a long time. The new Warrant Dog Eat Dog on blue vinyl. The Oingo Boingo, Crimson Glory, Marvin Gaye Live. That was supposed to come out next week. They're reissuing De La Soul, Naughty by Nature, Five Finger Death Punch, Greatest Hits, the Avenged Sevenfold Trio. We've already got Disturbed in. The Cure's due out at the end of the month. Cherry Pies are coming gone. We have these still available. The Ramones, Dire Straits, we still got those in stock. Ministry's already come out. Alan Parsons Live, that's next week. Disco Collected is next week. Blue Oyster Cult should be next week. The Rolling Stones Mono Box, nobody pre-ordered that, so I don't think I ordered one. The 90s, those have already come in. Fastway, red vinyl, that's due out next week. Metallica comes out in April. We only got 5 of those, Day of the New. Motley Crue box set is supposed to come out February 17th, and then the Docking box set is supposed to come out January 27th. That should be next week, right? So yeah, Docking's due out next week unless they've pushed it back, and Motley Crue's due out the second week in February unless they push it back. Bret Michaels was put back to March. 10 years, we've already got those in. Lumineers hadn't come out. Enough's Enough hadn't come out. We didn't get any Jerry Lee Lewis. They pushed back Alice in Chains, and I think that's it. The other stuff on there is really old. I need to update all that. Okay, Michael's out on Thin Lizzy. John Porter's at 33, and no bids yet on Docking. Emerson, Lake and Palmer is $19.99. Pictures at an exhibition. Rufus, Seal in Red, $9.99. Kim Wilde Select, $9.99. These are all buy it now. Uriah Heep, that is $39.99. That's their first album. It's a top loader. I don't know if they're all like that. Mike Mandel, Utopia Parkway, $24.99. Richard Pryor's Greatest Hits is $14.99. And we have Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club Band. That is $24.99. That has the poster and the inserts. Poster and the inserts. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, $24.99. Boz Scaggs, My Time, $19.99. Greg is back in on Thin Lizzy at $34. Docking Under Lock and Key, $39.99. This is a US with the original inner sleeve. Nice copy, $39.99. Greg Rogers is at $34 on Thin Lizzy. Marty's at $35. This Docking is $39.99. I'm also ending this one for $65 buy it now if anybody wants it. Docking Tooth and Nail is at $65 buy it now if anybody wants it. $65 buy it now. And so you can claim that Docking, or you can claim this Docking. Or you can go pre-order the Docking box set that comes out next month. I'm going to keep both of those together. That stuff I can't believe hadn't sold. That's a Chad definition of I can't believe this is still here. Both of those. So let's see here. We've got Thin Lizzy at 36. We got Docking Tooth for 50 and 100 for both Dockins. Chick Corea La Fiesta, $9.99. And we have Dave Brubeck. That is called Take 5, $19.99. Greg Rogers on RP. RP was Richard Pryor. So did Greg Rogers. Thin Lizzy's at 36 with John Porter. Greg, you're out. Marty, you're out. NV, It's All Right. That is a gold stamp 12-inch single, $9.99. And Software Marbles, which is Mark Colby, Dennis Johnson. That is $9.99. Chad, I request 2 Ingo. I'll be able to change that for 1 pre-order and 1 Cult Love. That's too much. Just go make sure you do it on the post. It's really hard for us to keep that up here because whenever pre-orders come in, I go to that post and that's our official list. So you can just go reply to your comment, say I only need one, and then go find the cult and comment on that, and I'll take care of you. Okay, so here's what we got to do. Scott was in first on the docking offer for 50, and Brent said 100 for both. So here's what I got to do. Scott, I was wanting 65 for that. Brent's at 100 for both. So I'm assuming that's 60 and then 50 or 40 or 35 and 55. So here's what I'll do. Scott, if you want that for 60, I'll sell that to you for 60. And then this is 40. Or you can take both for 100 like Brent offered. So, Scott, I got to have 60 for that. If you pass for this for 60, I'm going to sell both of them to Brent for 100. So, Scott, you can have that for 60. If not, I'm going to go ahead and sell both of them to Brent for 100. That would be actually better, but it's up to you. You kind of came in first. Yes, Thin Lizzy's a U.S. pressing. This is a gold stamp promo, near mint U.S. pressing. Near mint U.S. pressing. Scott says he's out. Okay, so Brent was the second comment on that. He offered 100 for both. That is sold to Brent. Mia needed to put back a couple jazz records, need to put back Jimmy Smith's Bashin' and plays Fats Waller. And then Brent says he'll take the Jimmy Smith plays Fats Waller. So that was a putback. And this is still available. The incredible Jimmy Smith back at the Chicken Shack. This is an EX condition, 1966 Blue Note. That is available if anybody wants it for $49.99. $49.99. Did I hand you those two docking records? Okay, so those are Brent's for 100. We got that. Which AIC? It was a live unofficial. It's called Freak Show. It wasn't official press. It's through one of my distributors who do live unofficials. It was red vinyl, Alice in Chains Freak Show, but they pushed it way back. So I'm not for sure what happened with that. Thin Lizzy's at 40. She said, no, I wanted back at the Chicken Shack. I need to put back Bashin'. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, so this is the one. Needs to put back Brashin'. Brashin' or Bashin'? All right. Okay, Orphan, Lonely at Night is a Gold Stamp promo, $9.99. Mara Lynn Brown is a white label promo, $19.99. And Grover Washington Jr. Side Star, $9.99. High bid on Thin Lizzy's $40. Wolf Council's at $39. Let's go ahead and run another Japanese press because I think Thin Lizzy's still going to be up for a few more minutes. And we got the last one of these that came in I kept. It is unbelievable. Yeah, that Oingo Boingo is something really sought after. I ordered a lot more of those than what we had pre-ordered because that's the first time it's ever been on vinyl. Elton John, Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player. This is an EX copy. I can't call this one pristine. These Elton John records, we don't get a lot of pristine. These earlier albums, Don't Shoot Me, his first one, Yellow Brick Road, Madman, that was some bad grammar. They're never really pristine. Sometimes I catch my bad grammar, but it's already came out. That is a $40 start. It's still EX, but it's not just perfect. It also has the Obi, and I'm pretty sure this was the first batch of these that came out. And just like the original that came with it, it has the lyric book. Elderberry Wine, Danielle, Midnight Picture Book, Have Mercy on the Criminal, Crocodile Rock, and Texas Love Song. That's a $40 start. That is Elton John, Don't Shoot Me. It's about EX. Like I said, can't call that one pristine. The ones we have had pristine is usually a little bit higher start anyway. And, okay. Thin Lizzy's at 42, looking for a $40 start on Elton John. Can't believe no one grabbed this. Richie Blackmore. This is the Connoisseur Rock Profile. This is pressed in 1991. It's a UK pressing, $44.99. Brent Rabley said he would take that. Bashin', Jimmy Smith, $24.99. That's sold to Brent Rabley. It's taken off Mia's. It's on Brent's. Stevie Nicks is still available. Near mint copy of the Wild Heart Final Call on Thin Lizzy at $42. Looking for a $40 start on Elton. Manhattan Transfer is $9.99. Chicago Hot Streets is $9.99. And Supertramp Paris. This is a 2LP live Supertramp. Really nice. Derek is at $40 on Elton John. We have Rainbow's End, Resurrection Band. It's $19.99. Love, Devotion, Surrender, Carlos Santana. Mahavishnu John McLaughlin, It's 1999, and the Dr. Detroit soundtrack, 1999. Devo, James Brown, T.K. Carter. Angel Clare, Art Garfunkel, that's a UK press, $9.99. Madonna, her self-titled first album, $24.99. Really nice. That is $24.99 for Madonna. And the Iron Eagle soundtrack is still available, $24.99 on that. Thin Lizzy is sold to Wolf's Council for $42. Derek Hartman has Elton John for $40, going twice, going 3 times. Next auction, I have 2 Kiss records. I guess I better go ahead and run them. We got Kiss Rock and Roll Over. It is a U.S. copy. Original inner sleeve. About VG Plus on the vinyl. VG Plus on the vinyl, Kiss Rock and Roll Over. Hey, y'all see the reflection in the vinyl? We got a neon sign in today. There it is. Y'all can see the reflection of the neon sign that's hanging on the wall behind me. This is a VG Plus on the vinyl, and we'll do this for a $25 start. Kiss Rock and Roll Over. VG Plus vinyl, about a VG Plus cover too. That's a U.S. press, $25 start on that. Leslie Holt wants Madonna. Steven said he would give $19.99 for the Iron Eagle soundtrack, Sold. And Brent Rabley says he's at $14 on both Manhattan Transfer albums. Those are sold and sold. $14 for both of those. Brent Rabley, 77. Iron Eagle was $19.99 to Stephen Chesney. Leslie got Madonna. Derek Hartman gets Elton John for $40, and we're looking for a $25 start for Kiss Rock and Roll Over. U.S. press on that. Next, Japanese pressing. Let's go ahead and do another Beatles. It's one of those I was talking about that we just don't seem to get a lot of copies laying around. It's usually one of those that's going to sell. Let's take a look at the vinyl first. It's what you can expect. Also, these Beatles pressings, these Apple Beatles pressings, they're just so, I'm sure if y'all bought one from me, you know what I'm talking about. They just look so unbelievably nice when they're mint. And this is going to be a $55 start. Magical Mystery Tour. And is the book intact? Barely. Oh, it's loose. Like we see so many. It's hard to find a book intact. The book is detached, but it is there. Magical Mystery Tour, they're almost all detached. Nice cover though. Japanese quality. It's kind of a laminate. Has the lyric insert. And has the original black inner sleeve. So this is a $55 start. Beautiful near mint vinyl. Magical Mystery Tour. Magical Mystery Tour. Full on the Hill. Blue Jay Way. I Am the Walrus. Hello Goodbye. Strawberry Fields. All You Need Is Love. And Penny Lane. And of course a few more on their fantastic album. $55 start on Magical Mystery Tour. Scott Williams is in. 25 on Kiss is the Blackmore 2 record set and price skin. Yes, Richie Blackmore. It's called the Connoisseur Rock Profile Collection, Richie Blackmore Volume 2. It's from 1991. It's a UK press. It is near mint, $44.99. Brent Hall's at $55 on the Beatles. Scott's at $25 on Kiss. The Who Quadrophenia. This is something you need in your life. $39.99. MCA press, near mint. Has the booklet with it. Love Reign Over Me. $39.99. James Newton, The African Flower. The music of Duke Ellington. Blue Note, that's an 80s Blue Note, $9.99. Pat Benatar still available. Get Nervous, $14.99. Shadows of the Night, $14.99. Final Call on Kiss and the Beatles. Johnny Winter, The Winter of '88, from 1988, $19.99. We've got Pat Benatar, Precious Time, $14.99. And Donna Summer, $9.99. Last 2 records. James Taylor, Mudslide Slim, really nice copy. And the only Jeff Beck album left of the night, Flash, $19.99. It's 11:40 already, I know. Time is flying. We still got a lot of faithful viewers watching. Thank you for hanging with us. I got a discount bin I'm going to show next. Kiss is so... Man, I don't know. That was close. John, I've got to go ahead and sell this. I was saying sold. I was at an auction, a real auction one time, and the auctioneer was saying the word sold, and somebody bid. He said, sorry, I've already said sold. This is Scott Williams' for $25. That was coming in when I was saying the word. I got to sell that to Scott for $25. I guess this is a real auction, but you know what I mean, like where they talk really fast. That is sold to Scott Williams for $25, and the Beatles is sold. to Brent Hall for $55. And Marty, I've already sold Kiss. It was, well, I guess the true first pressings had a defect, or it looks like there's a tear coming out of Paul Stanley's eye. But that was an OG, yes. And Stevie Nicks is $19.99. Anybody else on any records in here? $19.99.
The tier was on the
RCA club pressing. Maybe that isn't a true OG then. Ed just said the tier is on the club pressings. I'm sure there's some other Kiss people that's pulling their hair out of my mess up on the information there. Boy, there's a lot of variance when it comes to Kiss records. You know, just something you got to stay on top of. So, all right. I'll run through the warped albums. The messed up stuff. I'll tell John to get some of that ready. Ed is correct. Yeah, club pressing. Thank you. Ed knows his Kiss stuff. He's our in-house Kiss expert. When I need help, I ask him. I'm trying to learn. You'd think after buying and selling records for half my life, I'd know a little bit, but my brain also gets overloaded with knowledge about coins and toys and currency and knives and Funkos and everything else. So I get rusty on some things. We have two offers. We have two offers for $15 on Stevie Nicks. Vicky was first, so she gets it. All right, next two auctions. We've got okay. This is a Japanese pressing, but it came out of the Arkansas collection. So this is probably how a lot of stuff pressed in Japan that was intended for U.S. See how it says audiophile edition pressed on virgin vinyl. This Japanese pressing is in a sleeve distributed by Audio Source. So this is a true Japanese import. This was something pressed in Japan that looks like a Japanese pressing that came to America to be sold as a retail item. And this is a near mint, pristine copy of John Lennon Imagined Japanese press. It's been kept in this baggie, this import baggie that says Audio Virgin Vinyl, and it's pristine. This is a $45 start. I think I just meant to say 55, but that's okay. And let me show you the guts of it. Very, very nice what we have here. So perfect cover. It's been underneath that plastic forever. And it's got this distributed by Audio Source on the back. This is John Lennon Imagine album, $45 start, and it's complete. There's the cover. I think this is an Audio Source kind of solicitation insert. There's a Japanese lyric insert. It does have the very cool John Lennon poster with it. This is frameable with his famous white grand piano. That video of him playing Imagine. Has the original inner sleeve, which was poly-lined, and I mean, it looks like it's unplayed. And it may have been. This may have been something that John, the guy I bought these from, his name was John. This may have been something he picked up when he worked at a record store and never even touched it. This is a truly preserved Japanese import classic album. It's beautiful. John Lennon Imagine. That's a $45 start. Brent's in. Brent is also in 50-50. Need to get last week's invoice out. They should have already been out. If you hadn't got one, that means we didn't get it sent to you. We sent them all out on Monday. So we will see is that what you mean, Bill? You haven't got an invoice yet? You must have got overlooked then. Everything in here is $9.99. Before I do that, we need to put up another auction. That's technically a Japanese press, but let's go ahead and do this Journey. $10 start, Journey Frontiers. It has a little bit of a spine crackle right here, unfortunately. This is a UK pressing, which has this hop sticker on it. Includes Separate Ways, Worlds Apart. Very, very nice copy. Is this UK? Let me make sure. It's definitely foreign. I thought it was UK. Holland. It's a Holland press. Journey Frontiers. Original inner sleeve, near mint minus vinyl. It has this spine crackle, but it has a hop sticker on it. Very cool. Very nice cover. Other than that, kind of European style. That is I don't know what I just said. $10 or $15 start. I'll take either one. All right. We got two bidders on John Lennon at 50. Scott Williams was in first. $10 start on Journey. Everything in here, finally, everything in here is $9.99. First come, first serve. David Essex, Rock On. This is just a discount bin, so, you know, everything in here, I'll let you know if it's a check condition. Otherwise, it's going to be nice vinyl as usual. David Essex, $9.99. And then there's going to be some stuff, I don't know what it is. Sphere, Bird Songs, looks like a jazz record. It's on Verve Digital, 1988, $9.99. Saga, Behavior, Saga is $9.99 from 1985. Gato Barabi, I think we butchered that one the other night till somebody could help me out. Thank you, Ed. That's a lot of syllables. I'm going to pass on that one. Is that another Saga? No, same one. Jackson Browne, Late for the Sky, $19.99, or it was $14.99. Now it's $9.99. Jackson Browne, Late for the Sky, $9.99. Brent Raveley's at 52 on the John Lennon. Still looking for a $10 start on the Near Mint Journey. I know it's got that spine crackle. Has a hype sticker. It's a really nice pressing. Just $10 start on that. Lorindo Almeida, Charlie Bird, Tango for promotion only. Another really nice jazz record. That is $9.99. Sale is unlawful unless you're selling it 40 years later. Gene Ammons, the Prestige Collection, Greatest Hits, the 60s. Gene Ammons. That is $9.99. John Lennon 52, 54, 52. Journeys at 10. Journeys at 10. John Lennon at 55. Acoustic Alchemy, Natural Elements. Custom pressed on KC569 blend, premium virgin vinyl audiophile. $9.99 on that. Now we got 3 bidders on Journey. Leslie was first. Smith minus plus in shrink wrap. Smith minus plus, ABC Dunhill. $9.99. Brent's out on John Lennon. Michael Nath has that for $55. Rick Springfield, Wait for the Night. Rick Springfield's $9.99. Everything in here is $9.99. Don Nix, Living by the Days, Gatefold Pressing. Don Nix is $9.99. And Country Joe McDonald, starring in Hold On, It's Coming. Country Joe McDonald. All right. Journey 11. Brent's out on John Lennon. Chasing Heart on AA. That was Acoustic Alchemy, sold to Chasing Heart. That's Tommy Flowers. Stephanie's at 15 on Journey. And Jeff McMaster on Element. I think that's what that was we just tagged. Yep, Jeff McMaster was second. So high bid on the John Lennon is $55, going twice, going 3 times. Bid on Journey is $15 with Stephanie, going twice, going 3 times. Average white band, put it where you want it, in shrink wrap, $9.99. AWB, average white band. Kenny G, Silhouette, is $9.99. And we have Johnny Rivers. This is a 2LP, $9.99. Speaking of Johnny Rivers, tomorrow starts back some of our autographs. I'm going to do the other Badfinger autograph, which is really cool. I got more Johnny Rivers. I got more Tommy James. I've got a couple artists that I have not shown yet. We got some really cool autographs to start back tomorrow. We'll have more Japanese pressings and then more stuff from Arkansas that I will be posting hot pictures of. We'll have that soon. It'll be in the morning when you wake up. I'll have it ready for you. Greg Rogers, average white band. Tim Holloway's now at 18 on Journey. What year is the JL reissue? The John Lennon is, this here says 100 years of recorded sound, 1877 to 1977. And this album came out in 1970 or 71. So it's probably a late 70s press. The catalog number is EAS 80705. Plus, it's a U.S. import. So yeah, it's probably a late 70s press. It is absolutely perfect though. And so yeah, that's probably mid to late, well, at least 77. I'm going to say it's late 70s based on what I'm seeing. I think the true first pressings of that, the Obi is apple. It's a really thin Obi, and it's got a big circle with an apple on that. But high bid on that is $55. Scott, if you end up saying you're out, I'm going to go ahead and sell it, or you can get bid. And then we got 3 bidders on Journey, Stephanie, Mark, and Tim. Tim has the high bid at 18. Leslie says she's out. We have John Denver, Farewell Andromeda. This has a little bit of writing on the cover. It's now $9.99. The Best of the Royals is $9.99. Point Blank, American Excess, $9.99 on that. Songs for Beginners, Graham Nash is $9.99. Gary Lewis and the Playboys, More Golden Greats, $9.99 for that. The Association is $9.99. The Association self-titled, that's $9.99. Paul Cantor from Jefferson Airplane, Planet Earth Rock and Roll Orchestra, that's $9.99. Stephanie's back in on Journey at $20. We got a new bid on John Lennon at $56. Brent Rabley wants GN, that's Graham Nash. And Tommy Green wants Point Blank. That's sold to Tommy Green. Xerox. Xerox is $9.99. Xerox. 1981, 83 it says. Something special. The best of Tommy James and the Shondells in shrink wrap. The vinyl is VG Plus, $9.99. Michael Nath back in on the John Lennon. Alarm Strength EX, that's now $9.99. Everything in here is $9.99. We Are the Honeycombs. That's also in shrink wrap, VG Plus vinyl. That is $19.99, or was $19.99. Now it's $9.99. Country and Eastern compilation. This is a country MCA country compilation. It has Steve Earle, Lyle Lovett, Desert Rose Band, Nancy Griffith. Yeah, that has those 4 artists. Gold stamp promo, $9.99. John Stevens, first on the Alarm, is Xerox a comp. I will check on that in just a second, Leslie. Wolves Council, you were second Alarm. Ryan third. Robert fourth. And Michael Nath wants the Honeycombs. Brent Rabley wants the country compilation. Final, Stacy, you were second. Final call on Journey. Stephanie Harder's at 20 on Journey. I'm about to sell it to her. That's on the Holland Frontiers. Does have this spine crackle hype sticker near mint with inner sleeve. And then John Lennon, Jeff McMaster, let me know if you're in or out. Michael Nath has that for 57. Tim's back in on Journey at 21. Xerox, I think that is the name of the band. Yes, that's the name of the band. Xerox is the name of the band. Elton John, Rock of the Westies, that's $9.99. Kid Creole and the Coconuts, that is $9.99. Katie Lang, Shadowland, the Owen Bradley Sessions, $9.99. Yes Drama, this one has a cutout, half off at $9.99. This one has been laying around. It got overlooked. Take advantage. $9.99. Marty Man 3 wants Elton John. Brent Raveley says give the comp to Stacy. That's more her wheelhouse. So Stacy, you get the country comp. Brent's passing that over to you. Marty Man got Elton John. Wyatt gets Katie Lang. Leslie, you were second. Jeff McMaster's back in on John Lennon, and Ryan Anderson's first to yes. Ryan Anderson's first to yes. The Steels Young Band, Long May You Run. This is a VG Plus. That is Stephen Stills and Neil Young. I like the stuff on this, $9.99. It is a VG Plus. Santana. What is this one called? Very foil cover in shrink wrap. This one's called Borboleta. 1974, $9.99. Brent Rabley takes the Stephen Stills. I guess Stephanie, let me know. Now, Stephanie, let me know if you're in or out on Journey. Tim has it for 21. And Michael Nath is back in on John Lennon at 61. Derek Clark, you were second on Stephen Stills. Jeff third. Robert Johnson, though, was first to Santana. Robert Johnson first to Santana. Power Dog. Power Dog is now $9.99. Power Dog is $9.99. This is A Different Drummer, Buddy Rich, $9.99. Austin, this is also streaming on YouTube. The feed that you see embedded on the screen, hold on a second, this feed right here, hold on, let me get this feed right here, that's on YouTube. All those, and that's the master feed. It's also coming right here to my phone live. We have people watching on YouTube and Facebook. I don't know how many people's on Facebook right now, but there's 111 people total. And I think we're watching on 3 devices here, so really 108. Okay, Stephanie's out on Journey. Final call, Journey Frontiers Holland Press. Tim's at $21. Jeff McMaster's back in on the John Lennon at 65. This is perfect and complete. Inserts, poster, inner sleeve, OB cover. Very, very nice. Let's see here. Robert Johnson on Buddy Rich. Michael Nath back in on John Lennon at 68. And 58 on Facebook. Yeah, so 58 on Facebook and I guess 53 on YouTube. Debbie Blair wants Tommy James. That's so did Debbie Blair. I'm about to sell Journey. They're still bidding on John Lennon. Herb Albert, Under a Spanish Moon, $9.99, gold stamp promo. Sergio Mendez is $9.99. Sergio Mendez. Wow, 24 on YouTube. That's weird. I'm showing 111 total down here on my things. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't matter to me. As long as we have people on buying, we've got down to 20 before. I've got down to 20 viewers before on a record sale. It's been a long time, but it was late, and we were selling records like there was 280 people watching. So don't really matter to us. Jeff McMaster's at 75 on John Lennon, but we do love it when our numbers are high because that helps our allocation, or that helps our algorithm. You know, more people watching the live feed, more interaction. The more y'all are commenting, even if you comment, yippee, that was a cool record, it helps more people. I mean, we got, 16,000 people who follow our Facebook page. If we get everybody to watch at one time, that would be unbelievable. So 76 on this. All right, let's go ahead and sell Journey. Let's go ahead and sell Journey to, where are we at? $21 with Tim Holloway. You get that? I know it's already midnight. Man, we're going to have to go, if Ed Tanner's okay with it, we're going to go a little bit later than we normally do. Ed gave me a thumbs up. I know Tanner's good for it. Kiss Asylum. Kiss Asylum. We got a hot Friday night. Everybody's awake. They're drinking your coffee. This is Kiss Asylum. This is overall about a VG+. It may be classified as an EX on side 1, but it's not perfect. It's Kiss Asylum. Yeah, Ed gave it a VG+. I agree. It's about a VG+. At best, EX. Has the original inner sleeve. This is Kiss Asylum. And we're going to start this for $25. It just has the inner sleeve. The cover's pretty nice. This is VG+ Kiss Asylum. $25 start on that. High bid on John Lennon is 81. Any Elvis. Not unless some pop up in this bin, Randall. I don't know of any unless they pop up in this bin. Jeff McMaster's at 81 on John Lennon. Michael Neff is out. Jeff has that for 81. And I got the Sergio Mendez, which was Brazil 86, $9.99. Marty's at 25 on Kiss. Final call on John Lennon at 81. Robert Gordon with Link Ray, $9.99. You Can't Sit Down, the DeVales. The DeVales is $9.99. Parkway Records, that's $9.99. The Lemon Pipers, Jungle Marmalade, should be on this very nice Buddha record. It is, and it's nice vinyl, $9.99. Jan and Dean, The New Girl in School, and Dad Man's Curve. Liberty, also a nice pressing. No condition notes on that. $9.99. Al Cooper, You Never Know Who Your Friends Are. $9.99 for Al Cooper. And Foster and Lloyd, Faster and Louder. We showed one of those the other night. A couple people wanted it. There's another one. John Lennon is sold to Jeff McMaster for $81. That's a nice copy. And Tanner, we will leave that outer sleeve on that one because I think it makes it a little bit special. Kiss Asylum is Marty Mann's for $25 right now. That's going once, going twice. Let me put up a Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Rest in peace, David Crosby. Rest in peace, David Crosby. I also did a YouTube kind of review and unboxing on the MoFi One Step. I think I got 5 more of those on the way. We got 2 people on the wait list. If you want the Crosby, Stills, and Nash One Step, $134.99. I've got 5 more on the way. They'll be here Monday or Tuesday. If you want, I've got 3 available. There was actually a lot of them. I almost ordered a bunch, but as soon as I do that, I'll have them for 2 years. So, but let me know. I don't think so. That's going to be a pretty sought after One Step. It sounds amazing. Okay, this is Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. This is a live concert, 4-Way Street. The U.S. pressings of this, for some reason, just really tough to find in good condition. This one's really nice. I mean, it has, let me examine it one more time. I don't see a mark on this one. That was sides 3 and 4. This is going to be a $55 start, 4-Way Street. We're going to have to call this one EX. We have a scuff right here. Man, it's just impossible to find a nice one that's in any kind of grade or any kind of pressing. This is about an EX, though. About an EX. That's the only mark I see on it. It was a hairline scuff. Here's the lyric insert. Actually, I think it needs to be folded this way. There we go. There's all the songs. And the cover's really nice with an obi. I've had these before without an obi. Of course, we had that one copy one time. It does have a little bit of foxing there on the gatefold. Nothing really noticeable on the cover. It does have the obi. So this is about a VG Plus cover or better. And then the vinyl is EX. Stephanie's at 60. Still don't get those too often. Okay, back up to the top. Marty Mann gets Kiss Asylum for $25. That's sold to Marty Mann. Claymore was first to Foster and Lloyd. That's $9.99. Leslie, you were second. And Tommy or Chasing Hearts wants RG. RG was, what was RG, Tommy Flowers? Robert Gordon? Yep, Robert Gordon. That's sold to Tommy Flowers. Those are both $9.99. Stephanie's at 60 on Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. Four-Way Street is a live album. Four-Way Street is a live album, just FYI. Let me read the tracks on that. I listened to it not too long ago. It would have been a while. You have Sweet Judy Blue Eyes. It's kind of like just a little snippet. And then they do On the Way Home, Teach Your Children, Triad, which is a David Crosby song, also the Lee Shore, Chicago. One of their many kind of protest songs. Right Between the Eyes, Cowgirl in the Sand, that's of course Neil Young. Don't Let It Bring You Down, 49 Bye-Byes, America's Children, Love the One You're With, Pre-Road Downs, Long Time Gone, and then Southern Man. Then they end with Ohio, Carry On, and Find the Cost of Freedom. Great stuff. All four of those guys getting together was truly something special. Next auction. Let's see what I've got left in the OG bin. This is kind of a Beatles rarity. This is also something you may not have in your Beatles collection. This is the Beatles live at the BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation. This is sealed. This came out in 1994. That's why it's kind of tough to find. The Beatles live at the BBC. Back then, you could have got it for just $23.99. Of course, $23.99 in 1994 was what? What's the inflation calculator say on that? Probably $50 or $60. No, it's probably not that much. What was 24 bucks in 1994? It was definitely more than 30. About 5% inflation, compounded 20 years, 25 years. The Beatles live at the BBC. This is in mono. It's a 2-record. But gosh, look at all those tracks. I didn't realize it had, record 1, 17, side 2, 17 tracks, side 3, 18 tracks, and side 4, 17 tracks. My goodness. The Beatles live at the BBC. This is sealed, and we need an $85 start for it. $85 start. Sealed copy of Live at the BBC. Scott Williams says it's $49.99. I'm curious. I'm going to look that up. Let's see here. Let's see, 1994 and 2020. We're going to do $2022. $23.99. $47.39. Scott, you're pretty close. There's been 97.5 inflation since then. 1994, 24 bucks was about $47 today. Man, that's an $85 start live at the BBC. So I guess it's sealed. I don't know what else to say about that. Final call on CSN for 60. Wolves Council wants Al Cooper. The sealed Beatles is an $85 start. Mondo Cane 2, Kai Winding, is $9.99. We have Crimson Tide. This has nothing to do with Alabama, except that's maybe where the group's from. I have no idea. Crimson Tide is $9.99. $9.99. The Bronco Billy soundtrack is $9.99. And Mott the Hoople Live, $9.99. All right, Crosby, Stills, and Nash is sold to Stephanie for $60. Looking for an $85 start on the Beatles live at the BBC. Looking for an $85 start on that. Okay, this is something I forgot the price. It's just $9.99. Let me go ahead and show it. This is Materials, One Down. That is $9.99. That's a new arrival from the Arkansas stuff. That is $9.99. And then I've got, let me make sure. Yes, I've got 4 180-gram new pressings that have been opened, but they're near mint. These are all $24.99. We have Iron Maiden self-titled. That's 180-gram, 2021. That is just $24.99. It's near mint. I have 3 Van Halen albums. These are all $24.99. I have Van Halen 1984, Van Halen 2, and then Van Halen self-titled, which has a light spine crackle at the top. Those are all new, near mint, open copies, $24.99. Van Halen 2, 1984, and Van Halen self-titled. Robert Johnson gets Iron Maiden. Tanner, that was $24.99. These other Van Halen albums, they're also to Michael Nath. He got a lot of the other $24.99, 180 gram the other night too. Those are all sold. So that stack there, all $24.99 stuff. All right. We got the Beatles. I'm going to final call at $85 before I make it a buy it now. And now the Japanese bin. I'm going to put a couple more things up for auction, and then what's left here in a second, we're just going to show at straight buy it nows. But I do have a copy. It's awful late, but I'm going to put it up for auction. Kiss Alive 2. Kiss Alive 2. Austin and Stephanie, I don't have any more of those opened, but I do have other Van Halen albums that's sealed if anybody's interested. Okay, they're just like $5 and $6 more. If you're interested, I can show those. I have them new and sealed, Austin and Stephanie. If y'all are interested in those records, sealed, new, for a few more dollars. Well, $5 and $6 more. Okay, Kiss Alive 2. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if it has any extras in it, hiding. I don't know what the Japanese pressing had, if it had stickers. But this has the Japanese lyric book with it, Kiss Alive 2. There's the Japanese lyric book. There's the original inner sleeves. And I think the vinyl is what you would expect. It is near mint. Kiss Alive 2. This is really nice. Kiss Alive 2. Super, super nice. Kiss Alive 2. $55 start. We sold a near mint US copy with inserts. It had the tattoos and the Kiss book. And I don't know if that came with the Japanese pressings. I really don't know. Kiss fanatics, can you let me know? But this is going to be a $55 start. It's a nice Japanese pressing. Near mint, inner sleeves and insert, $55 on that. Brent, you get the Beatles for $75. And let me go grab our Van Halen titles. I can show those right quick. Brent, fair offer. I had that thing stickered for $99.99. I had that stickered for $99.99, but you get it. You get it for $75. This is what happens when you watch After Midnight. That's just like the Eric Clapton song, After Midnight. Okay, I have Fair Warning, $30.99. Van Halen 1, $31.99. 1984 is $28.99. And I've got more Fair Warnings. I thought I had Van Halen 2, but I guess they're all gone. I need to order more. So I have Van Halen 1, 2. I don't have Women and Children First. I have Fair Warning, and I have 1984. Those are 31, 30, and 28. They're all different prices because they all were ordered at different times. I think the standard pricing on those now are $33.99, but that's what we got. Robert's at $55 on Kiss. I don't have any more Kiss Alive 1s. I have one Kiss album left that I had set aside for tonight, and that was Destroyer. So Robert's at $55 on that. Back to the $9.99 stuff. We have Dave Mason Certified Live. That's $9.99. Paul Simon in Concert Live Ryman Simon, $9.99. Ozark Mountain Daredevils. That's now $9.99. Sorry, my camera's a little crooked. I had to move it. Vera R. Quintet Positive Vibes in shrink wrap. $9.99. Using Eric Clapton reference for a discount. Not the best night. 20th Century Oz, $9.99. 20th Century Oz, $9.99. Vicky Wiley on Oz. Boy, was that? Oh, that's Ozark. I was like, man, you were fast on that. She wants Ozark, OZ. We also have 20th Century Oz. Original soundtrack, The Sporting Club, promo copy, $9.99. Greg Rogers on OMD. What was OMD? And then Scott Williams is at 60 on Kiss Alive 2. That was Ozark Mountain Daredevils. And then Jeff Master also put an OZ. Let me know if that's for this one, Jeff. If it's for 20th Century, then that's sold to you. Stephanie wants Van Halen 1. Was that from earlier? What you got? No, I think she's claiming this one. Yeah, Stephanie, is that right? You want Van Halen 1. And then who else was next on those other Van Halen albums? Austin Kokel? Yeah, Austin, let me know if you want 1984. They're just $28.99. They're the same thing. It's cut from the original analog master tapes. These are really good sounding. They're just what, $3 more? Peter Frampton, I'm In You. That's $9.99. The Legendary Music Man, Fats Domino, $9.99. And the Shirelles Greatest Hits, that's in shrink wrap. No, the Van Halens I were just showing are 180 gram remasters. The Doobie Brothers, Minute by Minute, it's $9.99. And Spats is $9.99. Jeff Master did want the 20th Century. He says, throw in a 1984. Okay, that's sold to Austin. I try to get, obviously I'm here to sell records, but also people that I know just have one record on their ticket. I'm like, it really helps you with savings, with shipping. You get 2 or 3 extra records. If you were to order these anywhere else individually, you're probably going to have to pay $5, $7 shipping here and there. $7, you can buy as many as possible. It really helps you out. Helps me out too. Jeff McMaster on the Shirelles, Vicky Wiley on Peter Frampton, and Vicky Wiley on the Doobie Brothers, $9.99. All right, high bid on Alive 2 is $60. Who is the other bidder? Robert Johnson. Robert, let me know if you're in or out on Kiss. Scott Williams has that for $60. Final call on Alive 2. John Hartford, now just $9.99. We've got Kentucky Heritage. That's in shrink wrap for $9.99. Mark Almond, that's Mark Almond 73 and Mark Almond Rising. That's a 2-in-1 package. And we have Orion, the Elvis impersonator, Orion Country. I guess he's kind of like an Elvis impersonator or imposter. The Portraits, or the Buckinghams Portraits. That's a nice copy in shrink wrap. Brent says Fats and Spats for $14. Wow. Sell those to Brent Rabley. Fats and Spats, $14. And the last record in here for $9.99 is Barry Shulman and Gregory James Tibbett. That's actually a sealed copy. It's some kind of another obscure jazz. And Kiss Alive is sold for $60 to Scott Williams. Kiss Alive 2, $60. Let me see what else I got over here in the Japanese bin. Let's go ahead and knock out the last Kiss album, and I've been waiting on this one. We get a lot of Elton John Hits Volume 1. When we do, they're quite popular. Let me go ahead and introduce first, though, Kiss Destroyer. Let's see what we got with this one. Kiss Destroyer. Looks just like a standard Japanese pressing that's really nice. First track is Detroit Rock City, God of Thunder, Shout It Out Loud, Beth, and Do You Love Me? That's a good one. Classic album. Classic rock album. Kiss Destroyer. This is a really nice Japanese pressing. Gatefold VIP $63.95. That's all we got. We got the jacket and the vinyl. Nice way to get you started. That is I'll just start that for $35. Kiss Destroyer. Nice Japanese pressing. $35 start on that. Then we have Elton John's Greatest Hits Volume 2. This is Volume 2. Let's see. Nice cover with Obi. We have the original inner sleeve here. There he is at Dodger Stadium. He just played his last concert last month at Dodger Stadium. It's his last show ever in the U.S., he says. He played at that same arena. There's the insert. And then here is the poster / really just booklet. This is the really cool lyric booklet. All right. We need a $45 start on this. And the vinyl, I know this one's nice. It is pristine. Let's see here. Side 1. The Bitch Is Back, Lucy in the Sky of Diamonds. Sorry seems to be the hardest word. Don't Go Breaking My Heart. Someone Saved My Life Tonight. That's some good stuff. Then we have Philadelphia Freedom. fantastic song. Island Girl, Grow Some Funk of Your Own. Beanie and the Jets, Pinball Wizard. $45 start on Elton John's Greatest Hits Volume 2. So lyric booklet, Japanese insert, inner sleeve, near mint minus vinyl. Has the cover with Obi. Very, very nice. Don't Go Breaking My Heart. Philadelphia Freedom. Beanie and the Jets is on there. No Obi with a story. No, just a bare bones destroyer here. But compared to how most U.S. pressings look, this is nice. I mean, you're getting the Japanese quality cover. Very, very nice. Vicky's at 45 on Elton John. And Lori's also at 45. She said this is her first time here. It's her first bid. Michael Nath was first to Tibbet from earlier. I hadn't pulled that yet. $9.99. I'm going to go ahead and just grab one more crate. That's going to be a recap of some new arrivals tonight. It will be our last crate. I know we could keep going and keep going, but it is getting very late, and we're going to do this again tomorrow. So we got Vicky was in first. Lori, she was just a moment ahead of you, so you can bid again if you want. Lori's at 50. This is an excellent pressing. For those that's unfamiliar with Japanese pressing, they're made on better vinyl. They usually have cool inserts with them, the Obi. It's just a regular staple here. We get these imported from Japan. And Lori's at 50. And we got Kiss Destroyer. Greg has that for 35. That's going twice, going 3 times. I'm going to go through one more crate of new arrivals that was new from tonight. They're going to be all sticker price. If you want to make an offer, go right ahead. Or, like I said, they're all new. So they're pretty close to sticker price. But can I pay with crypto? I don't know if we are set up to do that. No, I prefer USD. United States dollars. All right, 15-second warning on Kiss. Greg's going to get a late night deal. Okay, everything in here is sticker price or best offer. $19.99 on Pat Travers Band Live. Jethro Tull, Thick as a Brick Platinum. This is... Wow, this is like 2 different side 1 is Thick as a Brick version 1, and side B is Thick as a Brick version 2. That's an import record, $19.99. Let's see. Scott Williams is at 36 on Destroyer, and Lori's back in on Elton John at 55. Nice record here. 38 Special, Strength in Numbers, $24.99 for 38 Special. We have 2010 original music from the motion picture, $19.99. These are new vintage arrivals from the night. Buy it now. I'm not going to really say best offer, but if there's something in here we're close on, let me know. I'll sell it to you. Chicago's $9.99. We got Ray Stevens, I Have Returned. Ray Stevens is a gold stamp promo, $9.99. Joe Walsh, There Goes the Neighborhood, $19.99 for that. And this is Xavion, I believe. Xavion, Burning Heart, Asylum, white label. I don't think it's really a promo copy. This is $19.99. Okay, they're now going back and forth on Destroyer. Scott was at 36. Greg's back in at 37. Vicky's out on Elton John. Lori, that's looking like it could be yours for 55. That's going once, going twice. Vicky Wiley does want Chicago. All right, so Scott, let me know if you're in or out on Destroyer. Boss Gags down to then left is $19.99. And Sun Bear. I don't know a lot about this, but we got it marked $99.99. I'm going to set this aside and try to find out more about it. I may go ahead and just list it online. Looks like a pretty obscure record. Sun Bear, $99.99 on the Soul Train label. Scott's back in on Kiss at 38. And yes, Stephanie, you got Van Halen 1 and Austin got 1984. Rufus and Shaka Khan live, $19.99. And Running Scared is $19.99. There's a bin over here in the new vinyl I want to grab, because when I was sorting these the other night, I was like, I need to show those. I meant to do it a long time ago. But here's an album by an artist that has been really hot this week, and I want to make sure everybody has one of these. We actually have these listed on Discogs for almost twice as much because they're pricey on there, and we've sold some recently. If you don't have a copy yet of Rush Vapor Trails, I tried ordering some of these again. These are all gone. I'm down to 2, 4, 5 copies, and they're $39.99. This is the Vapor Trails remixed. The new 2013 remixed version on double vinyl For those that's been buying Rush albums this week, Rush Vapor Trails remixed, 2LP, $39.99. I've got 5 here, and I think I've got 4 active on Discogs, and I think they start at $69.99 on there. I've got them on there for buy it now, best offer. Greg is at 40 on Kiss, and let's go ahead and tag our new buyer, which is Lori Holloway. You get the Elton John for 55. Thank you and welcome. Lori, we're going to send you a welcome message through Facebook Messenger. Make sure you see that and you reply to it with your email address and your mailing address. We will email you on Monday. Pickups are available on Monday as well. We can't have these ready next day pickup. If you could see what we have to do to sort all these, you would understand. If you're local and you want to come pick up, whenever we send you an invoice, they're ready for pickup. You can do that on Monday. Usually later the better, because Doug, who's kind of our logistics manager here, he starts sorting all of these. He starts printing invoices for all the hundreds of customers we have, and then we get them sorted, and you can come Monday to pick up. You're welcome to come to the store tomorrow and shop, but we don't have them ready for pickup until Monday. Even if you buy something on like a Tuesday, we don't have it ready until the following Monday. So you can come anytime next week starting Monday. That's sold to you for 55. Okay, the Rush, we've got one sold to Debbie Blair. We got one sold to Stephen Chesney. We got one sold to Greg Rogers. I've got 2 left, and I think I've got 4 in the back on Discogs. Rush Vapor Trails is $39.99 if anybody wants those. I've got 2 more. Thank you, Lori. Welcome. I don't know if I'll be here, but it's either going to be my mother, Julie, could be Ed, could be Josh. Tanner might be here. You might see Seth, Doug, Janie. Could be a wide variety of people here. Michael Nath and Stephanie Harder also wants a Rush. I still have 4 left. Those are on Discogs, but I can pull them out. They're, when these get gone, it's just going to be like Clockwork Angels or something like that. They're going to go way up. No, these are $39.99. All right, we're going to go ahead and end Kiss 2. Greg Rogers gets Kiss Destroyer for $40. $40. All right, do you still have Somewhere in Time? The Iron Maiden record? Yes, I still got those. They're $36.99. I still got those. Foreigner, can't believe no one got this. Agent Provocateur with Hype Sticker. It's a near mint gold stamp promo. I want to know what love is. $19.99. This thing looks unplayed. $19.99 for Foreigner. And Emmylou Harris, The Ballad of Sally Rose. $14.99. Let's put up one of our last couple of auctions for tonight. Steve Miller Band, Abracadabra, which was unadvertised, and we get these quite often, it seems like lately, but I'm going to go ahead and put it up because there may be somebody who needs one. If I can get these to stand up. And that's Led Zeppelin, Song Remains the Same. All right, so we have Steve Miller Band, Abracadabra. Very nice. This is just not one I see too often. Steve Miller Band, Abracadabra. Pristine Japanese vinyl. This is going to be a $35 start. There's the Near Mint LP. The cover is also really nice, especially for a black cover that normally has a lot of ring wear when we do get this in as a US version. There's the Japanese insert. Cover with Obi. Abracadabra, Steve Miller Band. That's a $35 start. Now, for some reason, we've been getting an unusual amount of these. I think this is the OG Obi here. This yellow strip. Super nice copy of Led Zeppelin, The Song Remains the Same. There's the lyric insert, or there's actually the liner notes and insert. There's the book that came with the originals. It was stapled in the US pressings. It comes loose in the Japanese. It's not detached. They came loose. And this is Near Mint Pristine. Very, very nice. 2 LP, Led Zeppelin, Song Remains the Same. $75 start on that. Super, super nice. There's the gatefold with Obi. I wish we got all the other Led Zeppelins as often as we do this one, but we always sell them. $75 start on that. Lori Holloway wants Foreigner. That's sold to Lori. Brent said he would give $65 for Sun Bear. I don't know enough about that right now to discount it that much. Let me think on it, or let me try to look at it on Discogs after the show. Deep Purple, last concert in Japan. This is $26.99. It's a 1978 German pressing. Another Deep Purple. This one's called Powerhouse, and this is a collection of previously unreleased live and studio tracks with the original Deep Purple. Richie Blackmore, Ian Gillan, Roger Glover, John Lord, and Ian Pace. $26.99. Oh, yes, Jay Condi on Somewhere in Time. That's over here in the new vinyl stuff from tonight. Not in that one. That's discount bin. Not in this one. Right here. Not a lot of new vinyl left from tonight. We almost swapped out 2 entire crates. Let me go ahead and show that. We got 1 copy left of Iron Maiden Somewhere in Time. That is $36.99. I do have some other Iron Maiden records if anybody's interested. That is $36.99. Okay, Sun Bear 65. Scott Williams 80. Michael Nath 85. Stephanie on Deep Purple. Stephanie, let me know if you want Powerhouse or Last Concert in Japan or both of them. Brent, without me punching in any numbers, I'm willing to take a chance on Sun Bear and sell it to you for $75. If you don't want it, that's okay. I may look it up on Discogs and say I need 85. So, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. This is $29.99. $29.99. This is the John Williams soundtrack. This also has the bonus 45 with it. $29.99. Both for $25. You got it. Both Deep Purples to Stephanie for $50. Any Leonard Skinner. Ed, do we have any Leonard Skinner in stock? I know we have the Analog Productions. I think we sold out a collected. We emptied out our Skinner bin, didn't we? We don't have any. I need to order some pronounced. I don't think we have anything. We sold our Leonard Skinner collected. No, I think I emptied it out. We've got 1 copy of Pronounced. It's an Analog Productions. It's an audiophile pressing. It's $69.99. If you got the right stereo equipment, it will blow your socks off. But $19.99 for Joni Mitchell, Don Juan's Reckless Daughter. Randy Newman, Little Criminals, $19.99. And Billy Preston Live, European Tour, $19.99. Okay, Led Zeppelin. Where are we at on Zeppelin? Michael Nath, Scott Williams, let me know if you're out. Michael Nath has this for $85. Going twice, going 3 times. If anybody wants Steve Miller Band, it's a buy it now for $35. Japanese vinyl is open and not sealed. Well, these are original. Yeah, I want to make that clear again. Somebody commented earlier. These are not new pressings. This is from 1982. They're open because somebody in Japan bought this in 1982. They owned it, and we've got it from Japan. This is a vintage 1982 pressing. I think some people watch and they see me say pristine over and over. These are original. The Led Zeppelin is from 1976. These are original pressings. They're open. They did come sealed. Some of them did. Just like U.S. pressings, though, they're tough to find sealed. But these are original. This is from 1982. This is nothing new. It's just unbelievably super nice quality. He said 70. What's $5 between friends? Sell him Sun Bear for $70. I have no idea what that is. I guess I'll never find out. I may not want to punch it in later. I may regret it. Michael's out on Led Zeppelin. Scott has that for $90. That's going twice, going 3 times. Yeah, and that's why I wanted to say that, Monica. People think these are new. These are original pressings. This is from 1982, I'm assuming. I don't think this is a repress. I think this is 82. So this is Brent Rabley. It's a $35 buy now on Abracadabra. Did I miss anything else in here? Queensryche Empire. If I have a copy, they're $59.99. I may have one. I'll have to check the queues. John Fogerty, center field, put me in coach, $24.99. I want to play center field today. Moving Pictures, Days of Innocence, $19.99. And we have Moxie, Under the Lights, $14.99. Brent Rabley said sold on Abracadabra. That sold for $35. Sun Bear is funky. Yeah, that looked like a kind of a funky record. Let's see here. Led Zeppelin is sold to Scott Williams for $90. That's about what those things usually end up bringing when they're not nice. And I think that was an OG from '76. I guess I need to make a post or a video explaining that these Japanese records are not new. These are original pressings. I'm actually about to show everything that's left. We had somebody two people this week ask, somebody asked, what's the deal? Is it some kind of marketing scam or something like that? He thought they were like new, fake, like they were pressed today and they were made just to be replicas of old Japanese. That's kind of what he was in. And I was like, no, these are not new. These are real. Little Steven, Voice of America, $19.99. Mel Gibson is Mad Max, $29.99. This has the poster with it. But what's strange, if you watch the on YouTube, there's a movie on there about the history of Tower Records. In Japan, when they opened up those Tower Record locations in Japan, all the Japanese kids wanted U.S. pressings. And over here, we want the Japanese imports. So it's kind of vice versa. $29.99 on the Mad Max soundtrack with poster. And No Small Affair, original motion picture soundtrack. That is $19.99. Well, let me finish this crate, and then I'm going to go through the rest of the Japanese that did not sell. Boz Scaggs is $19.99, Slow Dancer. Dune, David Matthews, CTI label, $34.99. Lee Oscar, Before the Rain. We still got the Zappa box set for $79.99, 3LP. And Steve Martin, Let's Get Small, $14.99. Don't forget to show the Funkos. We need to show the Noel Gallagher, the Oasis one. And maybe, that's the last Hendrix. I've already got Susie's Hendrix pulled, the small one. Maybe a couple. We got just a couple new ones. All right. So I've got a handful of Japanese pressings here that we didn't get to tonight. I'm going to show them. I'm going to tell you the price. They're all buy it nows. This is the last thing we're going to do tonight. We have Men at Work Cargo, $34.99. And this is like a one-time price. They may be more or less. We may auction them later at another time. They could bring more or less. Michael Schenker Group, Assault Attack, $34.99. Bob Seger, The Distance, $34.99. That's a great price probably on that one. Foreigner Self-Titled, that's $44.99. Foreigner Self-Titled, their debut album, all the great hits on that. We sold one of these last night. Here's another one, Duran Duran, Seven and the Ragged Tiger, $34.99. I'll go ahead and do this one for $29.99. Alpha by Asia in shrink wrap. See how that one is shrink wrap? That did come sealed at one time. Shaved Fish, John Lennon, which is a compilation. That one's $54.99. $54.99 on Shaved Fish. A collection of Beatles oldies. That's a Beatles compilation, $39.99. And then Venus and Mars, Paul McCartney, and I think this has some inserts with it. I'll do that one for $44.99. That is the only Japanese stuff we did not get to tonight. So one more time, that was Men at Work Cargo, Michael Schenker Group, Bob Seger, The Distance, Foreigner Self-Titled, Duran Duran. We've got Asia, John Lennon, Beatles oldies, and Venus and Mars. Zappa, $60.99. Ryan, what do I have on that? Ryan, I'll sell that to you for $70. $10 off. You and Wayne have claimed the co-title as #1 Zappa buyer. I'll sell that to you for $70. Here's our newest Funko arrivals. I meant to show this one a lot sooner. We have from Oasis, Noel Gallagher. That is $14.99. We have a Jackie Robinson Funko that I only have one of. Jackie Robinson, Brooklyn Dodgers, $14.99. And this is a new Thor with the comic book with it. It's not an actual comic book you can pull out, just the cover. But that is the cover of the first comic book he appeared in, Journey into Mystery, issue number 89. That is $24.99. This is Brooklyn Dodgers, $14.99. And this is $14.99 for Noel Gallagher. All right, that's where we're going to stop for tonight. What time is it? Wow, 12:35. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We're going to be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Ryan, let me know if you want the Zappa box set. That's where we may stop the show. We'll have new vintage arrivals. I think, is John working tomorrow? I don't know. No, I think he's not going to be here Saturday. So tomorrow's probably just going to be new auctions, new Japanese. We got autographs, and I'll have lots of discount bins. Tomorrow's going to be one of those discount bin type of nights. Lots of stuff on sale. The Van Halens are 180 gram reissues. We got Fair Warning in 1984. Ryan Anderson said sold $70 on the Zappa box set. Michael Schenker Group, Derek Hartman said he would give $29.99. Sell that to Derek Hartman for $29.99. All righty. That's it. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock. So we will have new arrivals, but it will be, it'll be stuff we'll probably auction. Our bins, I may go back through some old stuff and do it buy now best offer that's pretty recent. And then we'll have lots of discount. $19.99, $9.99, $14.99 crates. I got to make those tonight. And, of course, a whole new shipment of Japanese stuff. So thanks, everybody, for watching. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock is when we'll be back. As always, you don't want to miss it, right, Tanner? Don't want to miss it. All right, so thanks to Ed and Tanner helping me tonight. We'll be back at 7 o'clock tomorrow. I'm ready for something else to eat. Good night.